Some of the issues that you're identifying, things like, the risk of delivering cash, or the accountability, I know, which is a really big issue for NGOs with funds distribution, the sort of accountability versus transparency, security, all these things, and then sort of access. It sounds like some of those things have led you to blockchain-based stablecoins, and the power of those as a secure store of value, but also in a very efficient medium. Maybe talk a little bit about your journey into stablecoins, how you're using them today, how you expect them to kind of play a role in your initiatives going forward.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when we started looking at technologies that could really help us with a problem, and that's where we came from it. We had a problem that we were trying to run these cash transfer programs in really obscure parts of the world that don't have strong banking systems today. We were just looking at a bunch of different technologies, and we actually started with just issuing credits on a centralized database, and we were like, okay, that's cool, that can work. And that's how a lot of systems today work. They're just centralized databases. But as we started to scale and work with, larger NGOs, they started to have, more expectation around trust and transparency of funds.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to stable coins, what we're seeing in a lot of the use cases, especially with, say, USDC, we're exploring a program in Venezuela, where money there you can't use the local currency there. People need access to dollars.
Right.
And it makes, something like USDC makes it really easy for us to run those programs. I think ironically, when it comes to stable coins, one of the biggest use case really is that stability, right?
Yeah.
If you're a small corner store who sells a $2 loaf of bread, you just can't expect to lose 25% the next week because, Bitcoin dropped 25% for some obscure reason. And I think that's such a small, that is the reason they're starting to get such uptake, amongst businesses and for real use cases around the world.
Yeah, I mean, as people figure it out, right? They say, oh, this is sort of like if I have a messaging app, but now it's money, and as I like to say, people around the world are going to vote with their smartphones, kind of what financial system that they want to participate in.